Bill Nichols, Shade Tree Gunsmithing. Glad to be back with you. Glad you come in here this afternoon. Uh, it's been a while since we've done a video. We wanted to start doing them more regularly, but Brent with Hamlin Gun and Tactical, our sponsor, with doing our camera work, and he got a real good job at a place, and so it's been taking up a lot of his time. And so, I mean, we just have to do as we can do. Hopefully we'll get time to learn how to do this, and then we can just give him the film and let him, or the card, and let him edit it and get it online for us. But since we talked to you the last time, we've upgraded quite a bit. We now have our FFL 07 as a manufacturer. We've got our SOT. We can work on full automatic weapons, but our specialty really is suppressors. We've started manufacturing suppressors, and our first line, and we've tested here and there and everything else since we started. Our first line, we've come up with the Nighthawk, and this one right here, this is a 22 caliber only, long rifle only. It's what we're manufacturing right now. We will get into the titanium and the more bigger calibers, but right now, to start with, you gotta walk before you get up and run. But anyway, we've come up with this one right here, and this one we call the Nighthawk SQ, and what that stands for is the super quiet. And it is super quiet. We're not going to show how they're built because we want to keep that more or less a secret. When you order one of these, it comes completely welded. The only way you can get in to see how it's built is you tear it all to pieces. And that's the reason we're doing that, is because it is so quiet. And we don't have any muzzle flash out the end. Can't see any muzzle flash. And it virtually eliminates that first shot pop. We just been trial and error, and stuff like that. And that's why we wanted to bring something that, hopefully is affordable to the average person. Now, you still have to get the government paperwork done, and but once you do that, and we know that you have it, then we can sell it to you. Right now, we're not giving wholesale to any distributors. What we do is we'll sell direct. And now if they come up and want a buku amount, a large amount of suppressors, then we can, deliberate on the price and stuff like that. But since we're a small, we don't have the giant machines and all that stuff to do it. We don't have somebody doing it for us. We're doing everything as hands-on, hand-tested, and all. And after we get done with this, what we'll do is we'll walk out in the shop. And the reason we're not doing this out in the shop and we're here in the kitchen is because it's 90 degrees outside. And for you that don't know, my shop is not air conditioned. And so we got the fans out there, and you'll hear the fans and stuff. It's not real bad. Of course, I'm kind of used to it. But Mr. Brent, I want him to be able to see the camera and what's going on without sweat running down his eyes. But anyway, not that he's a sweater, but I tell you what, it's like kind of like an oven out there at times. And here lately, I've been going out about 6 in the morning and quitting at about 2:30 in the afternoon. And so unless somebody calls me and they're going to meet me or something like that. But anyway, we're going to have different sizes. like I said, the price will vary, you know. You can get a hold of Brent at Tactical Firearms, and or you can get a hold of me, you know, at Shade Tree Gunsmithing. My new website, or my new email, is shadetreegunsmith45@gmail. But now Brent's going to put the phone numbers on there and stuff like that, and you know, we're real excited over the way these are turning out. We've got them from the real skinny one to the bigger ones, you know. These are more or less for rifles, you know, this one right here, because it's got just a little bit more weight in the way we designed it and stuff like that than this one. But now this one, you know, here's my Ruger Mark IV, and we've tested it on it, and I mean, you just don't recognize the little added weight that's on it. Matter of fact, you see where I've kind of skinned it up a little bit right there from, I don't know, handling it, dropping it, scooting it, doing everything else with it. And so, but I mean, yours won't have all them marks on it and all that. You will have a brand new suppressor. And it will be to where hopefully anyone can afford it, you know. Like I said, you still have to get your, I believe it's a Form 1 or a Form 2, or I think it's a Form 2, maybe a Form 3. I'll have to really check on that, but that you have to get. But now, you can also have a dealer contact us for you, and, you know, we just do a transfer through the dealers, you know, and Brent's real good at that. You know, I'm going to have to learn a lot of this stuff because I've always been a manufacturer, not a dealer, more or less. And I'm always hands-on. We still do gun repair. We do full restorations. I don't have any pictures right now that I could show you. I guess I need to enlarge some off my phone, but you know, we just got done with a 1902 Hopkins and Allen drop block, redoing it completely. Now we do the hot bluing. If it's a shotgun, you know, then we do like the rust blue method, because, you know, a lot of times these shotguns, especially a double barrel, they're put together with silver solder, and you can't hot blue them. Man, the barrels will come apart. So you got a kind of a different technique for those. We redo stocks. We make stocks. I would rather refinish a stock as to make one, but now I can make them. You know, you name it in the gun line, we can do it. And that's what we're wanting to start doing with these videos. And I tell you what, you send us your firearm, or, you know, have a dealer send it to us. We do the transfer and everything. Then, you know, we'll put your firearm on video, certain parts of it that we're fixing or whatever. And, you know, you can tell your friends that, hey, man, look here, my gun's being seen, you know, around the world. So, anyway, without any further ado, I mean, I don't reckon there's anything else that I've missed, you know, about these suppressors and that. Like I said, the ones we're building right now are just for .22 long rifle only. But we are going to get into the 30 calibers, the titanium. You know, it's just, like I said, you got to walk before you get up and run. And so, but now, my neighbors, you know, they're a witness to, you know, how quiet some of these are. A lot of times I step out on my back porch and just pop it off outside. I mean, you know, just for the heck of it. Show them how quiet it is. Because they're definitely a gun family. And, but anyway, we're going to take a little trip, and he'll have to carry the camera And what we'll do is we'll go out. Now, I want you to realize that my shop is all metal. And we're going to fire these inside the shop, with the doors closed, because I live in the city limits. And so, some cities are a little picky about, somebody shooting. And so we don't want to alarm nobody. But anyway, once we shut the doors, they can't hear us outside anyway. So we'll let you hear how loud it is inside. And, you can make up your own mind. And then, of course, the next video, we're going to do it outside. And then you really will be impressed. Because there's just no sound, much at all. And like I said, we've worked on this daylight, dark, night, woke up during the night, thinking about it, go work on it, go try this, go do that. And I believe we've come up with a winner. I mean, So anyway, we're going to carry that camera out there. It may be a little bouncy and all that other stuff, because I don't think you can cut it off unless you end up making 2 videos. And so we don't want to make 2 videos. And we'll go out to the shop and we'll finish this thing off out there with you seeing how they, how we've done on it, And let me grab a box here. We'll put these in the box. Oh, Lord. That's it. Just knock everything down. There we go. Slap it down there. This one. Okay. I'll leave. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, well, now we're out here in the shop. And we wanted to show you or demonstrate what the SQ is like being fired in a closed up. Now this room, you've got to imagine the size of it, is 16 by 20. And you've got all this machinery and stuff in here, so it's all kind of closed up a little bit. So right here is the SQ, and what we'll do is we'll screw that on. This is Brent's 1022. It's a takedown model, and he's got a real nice looking outfit on it. But anyway, we got it on there, and we'll let Brent fire, 2 or 3 shots and let you hear and see what what our suppressor's doing. Now, now I don't have earmuffs on or ear protection, and we'll see. And these are not subsonic. We got to looking, and we're out of subsonic. So, what you hear is what you'll be able to do with regular 22 long rifle ammunition. So whenever Mr. Brent's ready, well, there was 5 rounds, and my ears aren't ringing or anything. It sounds like, I don't know. I wonder if I could do something as a comparison. But we're going to try something here. I don't know. I may not be able to... Now, I've got 2 pieces of wood. Just 2 before I went over there. Matter of fact, you see they're used. I tore something apart. I don't know what it was. But anyway, I wish I had her meter. I believe that's a little louder than what the firearm was. And so you may be able to tell on camera there, you know, which one was the loudest. And I mean, I'm not smacking it hard either. I'm just, you know, just trying to make sure I hit them flat. That one wasn't flat. There you go, that one was. You know, and that's louder than what I heard coming out of that. And I'm in front of the barrel, like, well, not in front of it. I'm over to the side. The barrel is probably at my right arm, and I was listening with my left ear. So, you know, you make up your own mind, but we're shooting something that is not subsonic. It's super quiet. I mean, absolutely super quiet. And I'm not trying to sell it. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter. I've got my SOT. I can play with them all day long now. I mean, you know, that's the good thing about the SOT, is I can just play with them all day long, or evening, or night, or whatever I want to do, you know, 4th of July, whatever. But anyway, tell you what, I appreciate you coming out, visiting with us. Hopefully, we'll be able to put out a bunch more videos. Like I said, you got any weapons out there, firearms, you know, you want redone, stuff like that. You know, we've got, you know, we got our pricing and stuff like this up on the wall. If Brett wants to turn around and kind of eyeball up that way, you know, then you can see all our credentials and anyway over there. But, you know, we've got pricing over here on the wall, and so that does for people away from here. You know, the thing is, you got to pay for the shipping. You know, you got to add your shipping on there, and that's a round trip, because I'm not going to pay for the shipping. And but anyway, like I said, we you name it, we do it. And so, like I heard, like I heard a boy. I mean, I do everything. I mean, you know, outside I've got a lounge chair. You know, I like to lounge around a little bit when I'm done working and stuff. I kept looking at it, you know, and never did. It's a bench, or not a bench, but a stool. And man, you know, you all the time got your feet right here underneath you and everything. So I made it look like a barber stool. And I worked on that. Right here, if I can move this, I don't know if you can see it. I'm making a, I'll set this on my, now I'm doing this stuff on my spare time, free time. You know, I take time, yeah, I work on guns, but now I also take time for myself. I work on guns, but on my time, then I work on stuff for me, you know, that'll help me. And but anyway, glad you come out. You know, give us a holler there. Hey, you know, if you've not subscribed, subscribe to it. Man, there's a lot of videos on there, and going to be a lot more. I know you keep hearing me say there's going to be a lot more, but we'll get things worked out. I mean, it's just the last few months, you know, we've, you know, changing our FFL and everything, and wanting to just go a different route on stuff and add some stuff. You know, I had a lot of work I had to get finished first, and so I just really didn't have the time. And so now we're going to slow down a little bit and start taking the time, you know. But, hey, if you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, I can't please y'all. You know, not everybody all the time. I mean, I'm just a country boy. You know, nothing's pre-rehearsed or anything like that. So anything that comes out of this old lip, that's the way it is. I mean, really, you know. And but now we're gonna hurry up and get out of here before Brent. I think I see a sweat bead popping out on his forehead. We sure don't want him getting mad at us because it's too hot in here. And get out of here. And I don't have my red hat with me, but anyway, you know, there's Uncle Sam one time looked at me and he says, "I want you to come back and see me again."